Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Dungeon Boys. My name's Keith.
Josh playing as Arlo.
Zenas playing as Grim.
And I'm Brice playing as Jack Law.
And I'm playing as your DM, and my name's Keith. I know I said it at the beginning.
I gotta stop making that noise.
I feel like going back around. I'm Josh playing as Arlo.
No, we're stopping now.
I can keep going because I got two other names in my character that's not
true.
used, and I got many other actual names
Yeah.
that are not used.
It's
I only
episode,
have one name, but a short attention span.
episode 23. Last episode was all conversation. We didn't roll a single dice yesterday.
We did.
We
They're
rolled
at
at
the
the
end.
end. We rolled a dice at the end to see if you would come back, and we did roll high, so you hopefully are back. But welcome. Last time we
It's just one guy.
brokered peace in the town. It was fairly easy. The kind of town emptied out. Blackfang came. Argnon turned against the mayor in a climactic turn. And so they decided that the best route was not to kill the mayor right there, but was to deliver the mayor to one of the orc groups that take folks for cullings. That was Blackfang's desire. He said that would be satisfactory if he would just serve his life out, in a bad place. Because everyone assumes that's where you go when you get cold.
Master Briar and Burb are at the helm, protecting the town just in case.
And you guys were headed out of the town to try to find someone to give Stefan Tulor, the mayor.
Mayor for sale.
Yeah.
Mayor.
And on the way out, you
Bring out
saw
your
on the
mayors.
horizon what looked to be like a continental army, the orc army raiding party. The army that does the bidding of the High Council in the land of Mediene. A raiding party. It looked as though it was the type of party they would send out to search for someone who is gone, missing, or who's on the run, on the lam. Which really, as you all know, you are on the lam.
Hey,
It's me. I'm the lamb.
Of course I know him.
I like
He's me.
the Simpsons meme with that boy on the bus. Chuckles.
I'm in danger.
Chuckles. I'm in danger. So that's really all that happened last episode. It was just a lot of conversation. Argnon and Grim got in a kind of heated
His own
argument.
fault.
a
He
little
didn't
bit.
understand.
Poor Argnon. The Dragonborn. So he and Blackfang are carrying the mayor, and the three of you are alongside as this orc party crests the horizon. They're a couple 100 feet away on that hill. And you begin to play.
And begin.
Well, I roll to destroy everyone in sight.
You cannot roll. There are several rolls involved in that.
Okay.
I roll a 21 to stealth off the little path that we are in and into
Okay,
the
so
forest.
into what?
There's like forest on either side of the path, right?
There's kind of like fields and tall grass to your right, and there's kind of a tree line to your left.
And I'm gonna go little crouch down in the tall grass.
Okay, so you're going right into the tall grass. There's hay, probably some hay bales out there, different crops that you can.
Hey.
So
I've still got two summoned dire wolves that are
Jack
like...
whispers
have been
sneakily.
following you,
Yeah.
still sneaky like.
Yeah, because that was their last command was, stay hidden, but if we get attacked, protect us.
Okay.
So...
And how long does that last?
I think it's like an hour or two. So they're getting close to the end of it. If,
Oh,
if
they're
they haven't
long
already ended.
gone.
Yeah?
So, yeah, it's been a long time since you were in Blackfang's camp.
Sweet. Okay. Less to keep track of.
Yeah. They're long gone. They've dissipated.
Does
Hey.
your bony man, does it
I'm good
like
with that.
crumble back into bones if you don't redo it, or does it just leave your service?
No, this one just crumbles back into bones, and that's why I can cast it on him again. There's a higher level one that actually turns them against you.
If you don't cast it again?
Yeah,
Okay. So Bones is with y'all as well. Bones is
because he
traveling.
lasts a day. Nah,
Yeah.
I redid it the other day.
So Bones is with you, and Blackfang says, "Argnon, is this who we are going to deliver this mayor to?" And Argnon says, "No, this must. Oh God, this must be the orcs that are looking for the people who killed Ronald Witherbranch. I was sure they would send a party eventually. It's been a couple days now."
Grim standing there looking around for who could have done it.
He turns
me.
to Grim and Arlo, because he turns to Grim and Arlo and hopefully Jack, but he turns and looks and Jack is nowhere to be seen because you rolled handily rolled a stealth roll, and so Jack, you have disappeared into the bush. her into the grass. So he turns to Arlo and Grim. He says, I have to imagine that this raiding party is after you.
Maybe not me specific.
No, more than likely, yes.
Well, after yes,
We don't need to split hairs, Arlo.
Yes.
We are responsible.
All right, fine.
If worst comes to worst, though, I will take the fall.
No, you ain't got to do that. We're all in this together. You're right.
What do you think we ought to do?
Kill them, possibly.
I think we ought to try to get ourselves out of this situation as best we can. If that leads to killing, okay, but...
You hear the grass whisper, I think we ought to give him the mayor.
A message
Like we all
from
listen to that
somewhere.
grass over there.
Argnon says, you all stay back at a distance. Maybe find a place to be out of sight. If we will try to hand over the mayor, and if things go wrong, we may need your help. I don't believe that Blackfang and I could hold off this whole orc raiding party if they do decide to attack us.
Boy, you know
How does
that.
Blackfang feel about that?
I'm a sneakily along with him. Like, while he's going on the path, I'm going to go through the grasses.
He's hiding in their shadow.
Okay. When Blackfang said that, Blackfang like grips his axe, but he says, as strong as I feel I am, I think you may be right.
Blackfang, do you not have a way to call for reinforcements?
I do. Yes. Here, he's had a horn around like a satchel thing, like a horn with a leather strap on it. He takes the horn off and he pushes it at your chest and he says,
I take it.
if you notice something going wrong with us up there, blow this horn and help will come. Or help for me will at least come.
Will they destroy the town? Is that their primary goal first?
No, this horn, it's a different horn.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
He takes out a much smaller one. This is the one you're thinking of.
Takes out a dog whistle.
It's a kazoo.
Take the horn.
I'd like to point out this is the second time I've asked a simple question with two different characters and gotten a horn in response.
Really?
Bartra's got a horn.
Oh yeah, different campaign. So Argnon and Blackfang continue carrying the mayor forward. What will Grim and Arlo do?
I'm gonna stand and watch.
Yeah, I'm standing and watching. I'm keeping my distance.
Okay, boys.
Arms across my chest.
Sneaky McSneakerson.
So you're sneaking up with them. You want to kind of remain in earshot. Great. So I get to talk some more.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I
kidding.
plug my ears.
No, I'm kidding.
To keep myself neutral in this situation, I will cover my ears.
Summon your butterfly army.
So they walk up,
Is that really what you want me to do?
and this kind of this group of this raiding party stands there, and one of the orc mages walks forward to Blackfang and Argnon, and he says, well, hello there. I thought that you all Farkians and the Gnolls were at war with one another. Oh no, we've settled that. There's no problem with us anymore. And in fact, our mayor has been determined to be the culprit, causing this our warring factions, and we wanted to hand them over to you all to take to be culled. Maybe you won't have to come call anyone from the town for a little while if we give you the mayor. He's a hard worker, and he slaps the mayor's back, and the mayor's going, no. And the mage says, he doesn't look like much of a hard worker. He doesn't look like he could carry 1 ounce of the ore we've been mining.
Your work like his life depends on it.
Blackfang says, it does not matter how hard he can work. He has done wrong by my clan, and we want him to be punished. Do with him what you will. Remove his fingernails, his tongue, and his skin. I don't care. I want him to be punished. And he drops the mayor on the ground in front of the orc. And the orc mage, and y'all are welcome to act and do whatever it is you want to do while I'm having this conversation myself if you want. Just you let me know whenever you want something to happen. The orc mage says, well, it seems we are at a bit of an impasse here. You need something from us, and as well we are looking for something from you. It has been only 3 days, or maybe 4, since Ronald Witherbranch, the constable of Lonesome, was murdered in his home, and we, as the Continental Army, at request of Donald Witherbranch...
How far away are they from us?
A couple 100 feet. Pretty far.
Never mind.
But Jack is up there listening.
Signing it all back to you.
So yeah, Arlo and Grim, you guys aren't hearing this.
No, I was going to see if I could roll to read lips, but
Yeah,
a couple
it's a little
100 feet.
Yeah, all you've seen is the mayor get dropped off of Blackfang's shoulder.
Are we within 120 feet?
No.
Okay.
Couple hundred
Okay.
implies at least 2, I'm sorry. But I haven't quite calculated it from there. If you want to get closer, you're welcome to try.
I would like to get closer, but still hang back a little bit.
You want to get to 120 feet?
Somewhere in that range, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's like the extent of my furthest
Yeah.
range
So
attack.
Arlo moves up to 120 feet as he's inching closer.
I follow him, I guess.
So that was me rolling in the background. The mage says we have a bit of an impasse. You see, it's been several days since Donald Witherbranch has been murdered, and the closest place that his murderers could have escaped off of the bridge would be here, in your town. We are almost certain, due to our spies passing through the area, that you are harboring an elf, a mask on, a bald man, and a short gnomish fellow with a hat on. These are the culprits responsible for killing Ronald Witherbranch. And we request that you hand them over.
I see 2 of them down there.
He was rolling perception a little while ago.
Oh.
So I don't know what you're doing out here, but maybe if we agree to take this mayor off your hands and, squash the beef with all of you. That's a thing, right?
Back up a little bit.
That's
We're gonna
almost
rephrase
better
that.
squeeze the hog.
No, squashing the. When you got beef with somebody, you got to squash the beef.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
You just say bury the axe if you want.
No, of course.
There you
I don't intend for him to say that. That was an attempt at humor.
It works.
In order to quell the blood feud between you and the Knolls, how about you hand over these folks, and there will be no bloodshed on this field outside of your town or within it. But as you know, we have no allegiance to any race. We have allegiance only to the High Council, and we do as they bid us. So if we have to kill you and everyone else in this town to get to the 3 who are responsible for this murder, we will do it. Let me roll some stuff. Whee! I got to find what I'm supposed to roll.
Roll to squash that beef.
Let's see.
This is the dice rolling sound.
Yep.
Some good dice.
Argnon says... Perfect.
Perfect.
That was 3 rolls going on. Argnon says, if you can assure us that there will be no bloodshed in our town, we will tell you where they are. I must protect my town. And he looks to Blackfang, and Blackfang says, I will not let you hand these our friends over to these orc beasts. They are the only reason that the 2 of us aren't at each other's throats right now, and I refuse to let you hand them over. If you try to hand them over, it will be I you have to deal with, not these orcs.
Can we're in 120 feet. Can now I roll to do things like listen and read and...
You can roll perception to try to listen, because we've raised our voices a little bit. You'll be able to hear. The only thing you'll be able to hear if you roll well enough will be what Blackfang just said, because he just yelled.
Cool. 17.
Yep, you heard that. Would you like to listen for it as well, Arlo? Or are you not? You thinking about something else?
I'm just kind of taking it all in. I'm just kind of like I am in sizing up this party. So I'm not really interested in what they're saying because I know this can't be good, but I'm just trying to get a better bead on who's who and what's what.
Argnon says to Blackfang, This whole day was about brokering peace and making sure that no more blood had to be shed. If only 3 people have to die for our town and your clan to survive and to have no more of this feud, then maybe it's worth it, Blackfang. Maybe our new alliance is worth this sacrifice.
How do they look like? What's their body language?
Argnon has turned to Blackfang, is like he's moving his hands up and down, and he looks like he's trying to convince him of something, and I'll tell you in just a moment. He is approaching at first Blackfang looked almost combative towards him, like I don't agree with you, but his demeanor is kind of changing to, it looks like he's becoming a little more understanding. He's calming down, and Blackfang says, so many have died. So many. Maybe it would be worth it.
I turn to Arlo and I tell him what, Arlo, listen. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure Blackfang is going to try to turn us over. Well, I don't know if it's Blackfang's doing. He said some things that were... I did not like them. I'm going to blow the horn now. Be ready.
Alright.
I blow the horn.
Oh, okay.
I trust you, Graham.
Were you about to do
trust
something, Jack?
I rolled a 22 to stealth behind them, the whole pack of them.
Or the whole pack of the bad boys?
I'm going up behind all the orcs.
Are they like conglomerated or are they
Yeah,
like
they're
in a
all-
line on the hill?
They're kind of a line. They're not like they're not all packed in like they're huddled around a campfire.
Okay.
They're kind of lined up behind, and this orc mage just kind of stepped out 10 to 20 feet in front of them. to
How
have
many
this
mages are there?
conversation. There's 3.
Trace.
There are 3 orcs with hoods on. They look a little bit less armored than the others. 10 orc soldiers, 2 goblins on wolfback. So at the sound of the horn, everyone turns to see Grim going.
And then he takes out the horn.
And then I'm going to start approaching.
How do you approach?
Walking.
Walk. Okay, so
Swaggering.
whenever he hears that horn,
I'm like sidestepping Woodground.
Whenever he hears that horn, Blackfang says, "Argnon, I believe we may remain friends to the end because the decision has been made for us." And he kicks the Mayor Tulor. He just kicks the mayor into the crowd. He just kicks him past the orc, and the mayor is on the ground wriggling as he lands at the feet of some of these orcs. And he takes out his battle axe and swings it at the orc mage to begin combat. I'm going to call this a surprise. We'll say the horn surprised him. We set a little bit of precedent last time that if you want to go from being polite to someone to then chopping them in the face, it's a bit of a surprise. So I'm going to roll to see if he hits our boy here. I'm going to need to go ahead and rip up this.
That's the Declaration of Independence you hear in the background.
Yeah.
Leave no evidence.
Nicolas Cage is in the corner crying right
He's
now.
crying. So everybody roll initiative
He
for
knows
me,
where the
please.
real
But
one
first, I got to roll to see if he hits.
Ooh.
19. Do I need to initiative since I'm stealthered? How do we do that?
I would like for you to. Initiative, it binds you to the timeline of the rest of things.
Gotcha.
I got a
If
whole
that makes
8.
sense.
I got an 11.
So I can jump in when it's my turn, if I so choose, or not?
No, you have to act on your turn. It's because you're still bound to the speed at which something has
Yeah, I
your
gotcha.
reaction time. You know.
Mhm.
Good lord, the enemies we have. Could we not have all had vanilla enemies to fight in this? But no, it is more fun this way.
I don't know, Keith.
I like it spicy.
Yeah.
Couldn't we have?
I guess we could have. Yeah, I could have made it that way. Thanks for being here, folks. We really love you. Yep, that's going to be a hit.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
That is going to be a big old hit. Yeah, he has a good.
Mayor's kind of bony. He actually takes out 3 of them.
We're gonna roll some damage.
But he's stuck like in their corpses.
You have a bones with you.
I do. But if it's a bonus action to attack with him, I will not. I will use my bonus action on something else.
So the orc mage is going to take. He's going to take 7 damage. So Blackfang unsheathes his axe. The one that earlier in the day, if he unsheathed it, it meant his certain death. But now he unsheathes it to protect his new friends, and he buries the axe in the shoulder of the orc mage, and the orc mage says, "Ah, you have signed your death warrant!" As he pulls it out and blood shoots out of it.
That's an impressive signature.
And now everybody, let's roll initiative.
Woo.
19.
Okay.
8.
What?
It's 8. It's 8.
Wait, Jack was 19,
I am
and Arlo was 8.
8.
Grim
11.
11.
See, I like being center of the initiative rolls. So you're not like the first one going in?
I prefer to be the first. Mostly because I don't know.
I guess since I'm a sneaky boy, going first would probably be best for me. But I prefer reactive combat than proactive combat.
Folks, bear with us. You guys have conversation amongst yourself as I get this very large initiative order prepared for everyone.
It's a big one.
We are.
Well, you roll initiative for groups of creatures alike.
Yeah.
There are several groups.
No.
There are a couple groups. Yeah.
Your mama's a group of creatures.
Your mama's so big.
Just a conglomeration of spiders.
Ooh, whenever I take my 3 levels into Warlock,
Oh yes.
I'm going to get the Find Familiar spell,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna have a spider.
Spider.
Regular size spider.
I feel like he's like a fairly large, like tarantula-sized spider.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And he has a special scent. He has a web sense.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as he is attached to a web, he can feel anything that interrupts it. So I can set up like a whole hallway with like trip wires, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And if they step through one of his spider webs, he'll know and can tell me.
It's just you do that every night before we go to sleep, but it takes up like 3 of the 8 hours.
Well, I don't have to sleep. Elves have trance.
Yeah, so that cuts it to 4 hours. So yeah,
He
you
doesn't
got time.
sleep. He waits.
But no, I think I'm going to, assuming he's large enough, I think I'm going to put the ring of tracking on him like a collar.
Magic items shrink to fit the
sweet.
size. Oh, they change size to fit whatever creature's wearing them.
Then I'm going to send him off, and I will have a tracking spider if I ever need one.
Spider, go!
Take this ring.
Bird, the crossbow. Just put the spider on the pole.
So this is a spider that would be big enough that you wouldn't spray them with the bug kill spray. You would just hit them with the can.
Yeah.
Big spider.
Mm.
Big spider.
Either that, or I could go with a really small spider and get Grim to carry one across on his butterfly.
Go! You have a hat, right?
Huh?
A hat?
Yeah.
You just keep the spider in there.
This is what I'm gonna do. It's like one of those short top hat things that, like, instead of the straight walls, it kind of goes out.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those, and he's just gonna like sit on the brim of it at any given time.
Getting close, everybody. Got to write down all their HPs. Doing it with old-fashioned pen and paper. So you're having a good old time doing this.
Stylus and papyrus.
Boom shakalaka.
So the first one took some damage. He got that there. Ended that there. And then
Don't touch me. No! It touched me.
Finger guns.
1, 2, 3. And we'll be kind of creative with
The breaking of our enemy's bones.
how these orcs act, because there's 10 of them.
I'll grind them into dust and feed them to my skeleton.
Okay, so
Ye shall grow stronger from their ashes.
all right.
Destined to spread the fires of damnation to non-believers.
got a lot of inside jokes this week, folks. There's a lot of good stuff. So we are ready. Without further ado, it is Blackfang's turn again.
Yeah, man.
He rolled that high initiative roll, so he's going to give old homeboy.
Actually, if you're doing that because of surprise, it's just the surprise party can't take actions during combat, but everything else still goes as normal.
Yeah, no, he rolled quick another
I was
initiative.
stressed.
So we're just going to let him attack again. He is going to attack again on this orc mage, but he's going to critically fail. So this time, instead of hitting him, the orc mage just lets out this cry, and as he looks to make sure you all are prepared and stuff, he goes to swing again, but the orc mage just completely, backs away and dodges his attack. And now it is Jack Law's turn.
We're
also going to be very lenient with distance and location. Tell me who you want to hit, and I'll tell you whether you can hit him from there or not.
Are the mages kind of in the back since they're more squishy?
Yeah, they are a little bit more in the back, so you're far closer to the mages than you are to the regular orcs.
I'm gonna squishy them.
Okay.
I'm just gonna straight up kill them. I don't like orcs.
Okay.
So I'm going in full bore. That's a
Huge smile under the mask.
24
You
to
can
hit.
see it splitting.
Yeah, you'll definitely hit this orc mage.
Yeah, okay. Going in with the dang old booming blade.
Okay.
So
You boom that blade.
1. 2.
Okay, so 3 damage?
No, hang on. Wow, these are really bad
tell me
rolls.
what's going on here.
12 damage, and he takes 2d8 damage if he moves.
Alright, so you're going to hit orc mage number 2.
Cantrip plus
Oh, plus 4, 14 damage.
So 14
No.
damage.
16, sorry. Huh?
16 damage?
Yeah.
I forgot that our cantrips have leveled up.
Yeah,
Because
we're
we
level
level
5.
five.
Alright, so and he takes how much if he moves?
2d8.
Okay. I'll put BB by his name. So how do you want to hit him? Where are you slicing him with your cleavy board?
Back of the neck.
Alright, so you slice down the back of his neck, and as you slice, you do open up his neck and down his back. Some blood begins to leak out as he turns and says, "Blast, one of them has gotten behind us!" And he bleeds and he is in pain. It is now the wolf goblins.
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay, so you disengage, moving in, so you need to move, right?
Just dropping back just outside of his... Well,
Okay.
he's a mage, so it doesn't even matter.
So you step back
and I
10
just stay
feet.
right there.
Which one? You still want to stay right there?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, hey, I should get out of combat range, but he's a mage, so combat range is...
They don't look to be armed.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to stay right there.
Yep.
Worst they can do
Okay.
is punch me.
So, he yells that at you, then it's the goblin's turns. The
Aside from
goblin,
magic.
after seeing you attack, one of the goblins is going to go after you, Brice.
Okay.
He is going to... He's going to run with his wolf and try to swipe at you with his bladey blade. Will a 9 hit your AC?
Mm-hmm.
So he rides past on his wolf and slices at you, but he doesn't quite get you. So he is going to leave your range. He's going to ride past you. So he's going to leave your range and opportunity attack is if you would like.
Yep.
What do you roll?
2.
Yeah. So you do not. So
Well, it's a 2 plus 7, so is 9 going to hit him?
no, we're not.
Okay.
Sadly enough. So you go to swipe back with your cleaver as he passes by, and you both kind of whiff and you just miss. As the battle is beginning and all the orcs are pounding and getting ready to attack and stuff, it's just a very loud and crazy time, I guess.
Will it hit his wolf?
Let me remember. I need to click in to find out. Give me a moment because I don't have the wolf pulled up. Of all things to not have pulled up. Well, were you attacking the goblin or the wolf? You'd have to.
Can I reach the goblin?
Yeah.
Okay, then I was aiming for the goblin.
Okay, so you missed the goblin. But I'll pull up the wolf here in a second. The other goblin is going to go straight for Blackfang. As I roll for that. Give me just a second.
Ooh.
What's your AC? No, boy. Also, the goblin's going to miss him. So the goblin goes to swipe at Blackfang, and he reaches back with the hilt of his blade and blocks the hilt of his axe and blocks the goblin's bladed attack. And after that, it is the orc mage's turn. So that will be on me as well. And we'll deal with the wolves again in a little bit. Orc mage number 1, the one that just got attacked, is also going to go for Blackfang, and he is going to cast Fire Shield on himself. A thin and wispy flames wreathe around his body for the duration of the spell, shedding bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. It can end the spell early by using an action to dismiss it. The flames provide with a warm shield. The warm shield grants resistance to cold damage, and the chill shield grants resistance to fire damage. In addition, whenever a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with melee attack, the shield erupts with flame. Cool. So he casts Flame Shield on himself. And so this orc mage, as he steps back after being swiped at for the second time by this axe, you can see the flames begin in his hands, and it goes down his arms and envelops his body in a just a flamey shield. And he says, "We will have all your heads by the end of this night."
Channeled a bit of Miller there.
Yeah, and the sun is now almost all the way down as his light illuminates the battlefield.
I feel like we should hold marshmallows to him.
Maybe when it's all said and done. The orc maid that just got attacked by Brice or by Jack Law is not happy about that. He's going to turn around and he's going to cast Flame Blade. He evokes a fiery blade comes into his hand. This is one for to use the bonus action. So for one action, he can make a melee spell attack with the fiery blade. Okay, so he's going to attack you.
So I should have moved.
He's going to roll a 19 to hit you with his flame blade. This flame blade going to do some damage to you.
As usual.
Oh boy, a decent amount.
Ooh, you got good rolls. I got booty rolls.
It's going to do 9 damage to you.
Okay.
I also, if you're using your own manuals at home to keep track of this show, I do take a little bit of liberties depending upon what level the characters are, how much damage some things do and stuff. So if you see me go away from the book or whatever, just bear with me. This is my world. We all live in it. Hope that's all right with everybody.
It's all good.
All right, so his flame blade appears in his hand, and he swipes it right across your torso.
Oh no! Wait, hang on. He can't do that. Sorry. If I attack somebody and I hit them, that person cannot attack me back. It's like they're kind of like reeling from my attack.
Oh,
that's my It's a swashbuckler thing. It's like fancy footwork or whatever.
Gotcha. Well, then I would like to go back and say he also casts Fire Shield on himself.
That'll work.
So the one that attacks you erupts in flames as well. Like that's how they prepare for battle a little bit.
So if I hit him, he explodes, or
if you hit him, well, you don't know what happens if when you hit him. So we won't go back over it. I shouldn't read the spell descriptions for when your enemies attack you. That's too revealing, I think.
Gotcha.
Because it gives you strategic advantages, I guess, that you shouldn't have otherwise had. The final orc mage is actually going to step out, and he saw that you attacked his fellow mage, so he's going to step back and he's going to fire a scorching ray at you from his hand, and he's going to throw a scorching ray at you. And he rolls a nat 20, Brice. I'm very sorry.
Darn.
So you're going to take 6. Oh boy. 6, 9, 15 damage from that. So he
should have taken the sword.
Yeah. So flame starts kind of at his chest and moves up down his hand, and then leaves his hand, and it collides directly with your shoulder, scorching your armor and your face, and you can even some of the herbs in your mask that you used to do the smell are now a little bit charred, and there's a charred smell coming in through your mask.
You you make a roll for each one.
Oh, for each one?
Mm-hmm.
He only shot. Oh, there's more than one. There's more than one ray.
You shoot 3 rays.
Oh boy.
And each one deals 2d6 fire damage.
Pew, pew.
I'm dead.
No. He is going to send. We'll say the damage you took was for 2 rays, and he's going to fire another one. Like he shot 2 at you, and then he fires over towards Blackfang. I don't need to roll for that. I need to roll damage. And Blackfang is going to take 6 damage from his 1 ray that he
You
got.
have to roll to hit for each ray.
Oh, roll a hit
Yeah.
for each ray. Excuse me. That is, I apologize. One thing your DM is has little experience with is casting spells. I've always played a melee character. So we'll roll again. So you took the damage from the 1 ray. He's going to fire another ray at you. Will 10 hit?
No.
Okay. So he's going to fire all 3 at you, which makes more sense than firing a Blackfang. I just didn't know how the spell worked, so I was going to try to, spread the love. And so an 8 is also not going to hit. So only one of them hits. It is the critical one, and so that one does burn you up pretty good. But the other 2 fly past you, and you can feel their heat as they pass by your body. And that ends the turn for the Orc Mages. It is now Grimly's turn.
Hey! So I got like 30 feet closer, just movement speed closer since I blew the horn.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna move in again.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. It's got a range of 60 feet. Is the mage... A mage was attacked by Blackfang,
Yeah.
right? Is he within 60 feet of me?
You're starting at 120 feet. You move 30 closer after you blew the horn, so you're at 90. You moved 30 again, which puts you at 60 feet away from that Orc Mage.
I mean, I just didn't know if he moved or anything.
No, he hasn't moved yet. He just stayed in he just put his shield up.
Cool. You create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast this spell again. When you cast the spell, you make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, it does 1d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, roll it up.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to do that. That is a 20, not natural.
Okay, yeah, that's going to hit him.
For 11 damage.
11 damage, nice.
And then I'm going to give I believe it has to be verbal. Since I can't use any other actions, I think I could cast a cantrip, but I'm just gonna go ahead and command Bones to just general command, kill the orcs.
Does Bone act after your turn, or does he have his own initiative?
He should have his own initiative.
Roll initiative for Bones.
I don't know his modifier off the top of my head.
You can just make it up as long as it's not exaggerated. I don't really care about Bones too terribly much.
Do you want just 7, so dex of 14? 9, I guess? Or I don't know, I can just look it up. Or you can just say for this one he goes after me.
You think he has a +2 to dex or a +1? I don't think he would go over that, right?
I don't know.
Or is it for a knoll?
Yeah, it's a null.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's for skeletons. Yeah,
Okay.
you use the statistics of a skeleton, but I'm looking it up. I'm like 2 seconds away.
okay.
He's got a dex of 14.
Okay, so he's got +2.
Yep.
Which means he rolled a...
9.
I need you to roll it one more time.
18.
Alright, you go before... You... Perfect. You'll go right after you. Great. We wasted so much time on that. Okay, and what's his HP?
He has...
Or you deal with that.
13.
Attack the orcs. So now he's going to run up and try to attack some orcs. So he's going to get as close to them as he can. What's his movement speed?
He's got a short bow.
He's got a short bow.
He's just going to keep using that, I guess.
Okay, so he's going to... That's all he has?
I believe that is the only thing we discussed.
Okay, then he will move a little bit closer and fire his bow. So he's going to move his movement speed, get it in a little bit closer, and then... Or you decide what he does.
Yeah, but I can give him commands on each turn as a bonus action, but since I've got the other spell active, I don't want to keep wasting it, so I'm just going to give him the general command of kill the orcs.
Okay.
Fully expecting him to die.
Gotcha.
He rolled a 13 to hit, I guess, the orc mage.
The orc mage, that will definitely hit the orc mage.
8 damage.
Alright, the first one? The first one? The one that Blackfang attacked? The one that you just attacked? I need to think about fire shield and... Okay, so you weren't within 5 feet of him when you hit him, and neither was he, so that's okay. Cool. So what's the damage on that?
8.
8 damage. This orc mage is not looking too terribly hot now. He's behind his fire shield and he says, "If I fall, more will take my place. We will kill you all." And he begins to bleed more as an arrow jams into him, and his fire shield is just not exactly as cool as he thought it might be.
It's like a neon sign kind of flickering.
Okay, so the orcs now. The orcs are going to... 2 are going to move backwards towards you, Jack. They're going to try to intercept you and your attacks. The other 8 are going to move their movement speed... Or 6 are going to move forward to try to get to Arlo and Grim. They're moving towards you all. 6 are headed your way. So let me mark that off real quick. 2 are moving towards Argnon and Blackfang, and 2 are moving towards Jack. You special. First, we're going to deal with the ones that move towards Jack. So they're going to turn around and try to get to you, and they're going to attack you, Jack.
Okay.
One of them is going to throw a... One's just going to turn around, try to keep his distance, and hurl a javelin at you.
All right.
That is going to be a 14 to hit.
Mm-mm.
All right, so you...
And I misspoke on the fancy footwork thing earlier. It
Okay.
only lasts until the end of my turn. So, like, I can basically disengage for free if I hit them.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So javelin goes by, and you are able to like pick up your cleaver a little bit and swat it out of the way as it goes by. The other one is actually going to move into your space, and he is going to try to chop you with his great axe. That's going to be a 21 to hit. So he is going to hit you with his great axe. These big boys hit pretty hard, Jack. Except for today, whenever he hits you with 4 damage.
Oh,
So his great axe just kind of grazes down to your leg whenever he misses the top of you.
you can't do that.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you weren't. For those of you who are not in the room, Brice was not telling me that I can't do that. That's why I did not respond whenever he said you can't do that. Let's see. Bing, bing, bang, bo, bop. Now it's time for the orcs that are going towards Argnon and Blackfang. So as we leave Jack, there's one orc in his space, and there's one outside of his space. The one orc is going to try to attack Blackfang. They're going to go axe to axe. And he is going to roll, oh boy, a 17 against Blackfang's AC, which is definitely going to hit. Ooh. I'm going to roll damage on that one. That's going to be 6 damage on Blackfang. So Blackfang is going to take a hit for the team. The orc nails him in his like hide and leather armor, and it doesn't split, but the thud is enough to damage Blackfang, and he winces in pain as it hits him in the chest, but he remains confident. The other orc is going to go for Argnon. He's also going to jump in his space and try to protect his mage brethren and try to kill this sheriff. That's going to be a 16 to hit on Argnon, so he's definitely going to hit No, he's not. What did I say it was? 16?
Yeah.
Okay. Our house rule is we give it to the attacker.
Mm-hmm.
If you attack and you meet the AC of another player or character, we give that tie to the attacker.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we handle that. So that is going to hit. And that's going to be a 12 damage. Argnon is all but hit on his butt. Argnon is hurt. That big great axe just enters into his belly. And blood begins to leak out as the orc pulls it, and you see it like spaghetti western style. The blood comes out of the wound with the axe across him, and blood actually, as the axe comes out, blood lands on the chest of Blackfang as he looks down at his unlikely and new friend who's just been almost mortally wounded, and some of the blood as it comes off the axe passes through the fire shield of the orc that's standing right there, and it sizzles as it goes through. And Argnon says, "Ah! Gods!" And he yells back towards the town, not knowing whether they can hear him or not, but he yells for his guards from his town. All right, now it's time for 6 orcs that are on their way towards Arlo and Grim. None of them are going to be able to get close enough to hit you with melee attacks, so they are all going to throw javelins at you. They are all going to step up 30 feet and just block out the sun with their javelins.
We'll fight in the shade.
Yep. All right, so
All 6 of them.
3 are going at Arlo, 3 are going at Grim. I'm going to go back and forth with these rolls.
Okay.
So first Arlo, then Grim.
All right.
Sound fair?
Sound good.
All right, so 16 to hit.
Who's first?
Arlo, sorry.
Oh, yeah, it hits.
Okay, so 16 to hit, and we'll deal damage after this. Let me know how many of them hit you. Grim, a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Arlo, a 9 to hit.
No.
Grim, a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Arlo, an 18 to hit.
Yep.
And Grim, a 10 to hit.
Nope.
All right, so we have
2 and 2.
2 and 2. That works. So these javelin, each of you take a javelin. We'll decide where you take them based on this damage.
Take one in each leg, Ace Ventura style.
Yeah. Arlo, you're going to take 13 damage.
Alright.
Grim, you're going to take 15 damage.
Nice.
So Arlo, one javelin just hits you in the stomach. It doesn't go in too deep, but it hurts you, and the other one lands right into your bicep. But you're able to. They kind of hit in, but they're heavy, so they fall out of you. As they
Sounds
hit.
painful.
Yeah.
Ah.
And Grim, the 2 javelins, each of them go into your right thigh. They somehow both hit the right thigh. And they both go deep into your thigh, but
Same shoulder.
but yours, they continue to stick in. They don't fall out because you have more meat to hold the leverage.
I've also got armor all over my body.
I'm not meaty
Okay.
enough.
That's true. So these kind of slide a little bit in between your armor, and they stick in. They hurt you.
This is worse.
All right, so that's the full orc's turn, which really wasn't quite as horrible as I thought it would be.
It's gonna get worse when I get up there. You got 6 of them just.
All right, so it is now Arlo's turn.
Alright. It's been a minute. People are moving around. Quick recap. Me and Grim are like side by side heading
Yeah.
that way. How far away from the main group? How far away from the 6 who just attacked us?
You're still at 120 feet away.
Oh yeah, because Grim moved up. You're still at 120 feet away.
Oh, okay.
So you
They
are.
would have had disadvantage hitting him. Well, it's 30-120, so if it's 120, I guess not. I don't know.
Okay.
It'll be alright.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We're good.
Rules unknown for now. That's how we'll handle rules unknown. Will be handled as if they didn't exist before they were known. So you are currently. They moved 30 feet toward you, so you're about 90 feet away from this group of orcs that just threw some javelins at you.
Okay.
And you're 120 feet away from the flaming orc.
Okay.
And your new friends Argnon and Blackfang. You are currently 60 feet away from your friend Grim.
Cool.
And
Right.
I'll say that Jack is pretty much obscured from your vision at this point. You can't even see him because
Yeah,
there's no
Jack's like
boy.
just past the crowd on
Yeah.
like the crest of the hill or whatever.
I'm sneaking through a forest of enemies.
Does that give you advantage?
No, it
Alright,
does not.
so
What you gonna do, big dog, big dog?
I'm just gonna keep it kind of simple, but also kind of complex because I'm going to add more to the fight. I'm going to use conjure animals for my number 2 skill, and that one's going to be an action. I'm going to summon 2 beasts of a challenge rating of 1 or lower, and as I am walking closer, I'm going to summon up 2 giant vultures.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are they
So they're-
flying when they're summoned, or are they on the ground when they're summoned?
Oh yeah, they just like materialize out of the air, all spectral and everything, and they kind of like solidify into like giant
Oh, man.
flying
Can they
vultures.
come over your shoulders like at a flyover at a football game?
Oh, that's exactly what I'm expecting.
Okay.
So they have range 60 feet on this, so I'm
Okay.
gonna say that by the end of my turn, they're like cruising up to the main fight. They're like right above where Grimm's position is, headed that
Okay.
way. And bonus action,
Do they get their own initiative, or they? Can we just say they?
They'll
act after
go
you?
with me.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And they're good for an hour, but I got the both of them. Both of them kind of attack the same target at once, I think.
Okay, that's cool.
So I think because they kind of act on their own, and they do their own thing. And I am going to become the classic direwolf, and I'm going to try to use my 50 foot of movement speed to get 10 feet behind where Grim is at.
Wait, did you take an action to cast the vultures?
Yep.
Can you? So is bonus action transformation?
Yeah, first circle of the moon thing.
Very cool.
It's a
All
bonus
right.
action.
So, what were you doing with your 50 feet? I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to get closer to where Grim's at. Just headed towards the general scene of battle.
Okay,
Because
gotcha.
I can't dash, can I?
that's an action, so no.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
50
so-
feet straight forward.
I'm gonna get right behind where Grim is.
You're
at.
right behind Grim by about 10 feet.
Yeah, and
your
then the vultures are like right ahead,
flying
right
up.
above like where Grim is at.
They're
It is
giant
gonna come
vultures or just
Giant
vultures?
vultures.
Nice.
Yeah, they are big boys, like size of small airplanes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I just do a picture as you are coming down as a wolf. They materialize over your right and left shoulder above and and fly over.
Getting into
Do they now
action.
get a turn to do something?
Well, they're just using their movement speed to get closer.
Okay.
Nothing is within their range right now, but they've got another 60 feet of movement
Gotcha.
coming up. So
All right, so they fly over. Argnon is holding his belly and he is fallen back on his butt, and he is going to push himself as far away from the orc mage as he possibly can. So he's going to push himself about 20 feet on his butt back, and really he's pushing himself towards more of those orcs that are attacking you all. But he's pushing himself back, and he's turning around. And he says, "Grim, Arlo, we need help. I don't know if we can kill all these by ourselves." He is
The
distraught.
sigh of defeat.
Yeah, he's bleeding a great deal. He says, "Where's Jack?" But yeah, he's more. These are more rhetorical things. He's not looking for real responses. He's just.
You said to
can't see
kill
Jack.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Jack's the only one that knows that is the only one who knows that he would have given you up.
I
Well,
sort of suspect.
yeah. He heard him say, "No, we
Yeah.
shouldn't do that."
Right, that's true.
just to be clear with everybody, like the only one that has to come out of this fight is Blackfang dude.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he doesn't return, then like his his people or whatever are going to destroy the town. So
Hey, that's actually. Never mind. We'll talk about it the next week. Okay, so it is Blackfang's turn, and he is going to chop at this orc mage again. He is in a fight with him, even though he has a flame shield on. That is not going to hit. So he is going to attack. Let's see. What's the?
Grim, you might have to raise a zombie later.
I can do that.
All right, so he again swings, and the orc mage uses his flame shield to kind of obscure himself, and the Blackfang's axe just passes in front of the orc or mage through his fire shield.
Blackfang also has no reason to be fighting this battle.
none of them.
Blackfang likes to fight, baby. Also, just notice Blackfang gets 2 attacks, so Blackfang is going to try to hit him again. And he's going to roll the very same amount. So Blackfang is just in a duel with this orc mage, and the orc mage is using his magic to kind of block and dodge and be agile and get out of the way. But Blackfang is saying, "Come here, you blasted devil!" As he chops. Jack, your turn, sir.
Okay.
Is there any people like right up on top of me? If I run, am I gonna get a opportunity to attack?
Yes, there's one orc that is directly in your space. He's just the one that hit you with the axe.
Poopy. Then I'm gonna where's the goblin wolf man?
He's kind of behind you.
Okay, then I'm going to disengage from the guy I'm at, and I'm gonna run past, and I'm gonna chop the wolf that the goblin is riding upon.
Okay.
Will a 11 hit the wolf?
Well,
Actually, don't tell me. Okay.
what all kind of wolves are there in D&D? I know there's dire wolves.
Dire wolves and regular wolves.
Wolves. They're not
Wargs.
giant wolves. I don't know if they're giant wolves.
I used
Dire
my
wolf would be a
lucky
giant
thing, and I now have a 16. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that'll hit.
Oh yeah, I had a dire wolf. I didn't think they were quite dire wolves. But that will hit him.
Okay.
I'll kind of deal with this on the fly for the wolf. How much damage do you do to the wolf?
Trying to figure that out.
All of it.
$25.
Oh yeah, that wolf's dead.
Yep.
Oh, that wolf is dead, and as you slice the wolf, the goblin is moving fast enough that when you slice the wolf, like he tumbles off of it, and he also takes 2 damage whenever he hits the ground. And he says, "Not me, not today!" As he hits the ground, and I guess you slice the wolf's neck.
Yeah. Is it an action to take cover? Can I take cover behind the wolf body?
Ooh.
I don't think it's an action. I think if you place yourself behind it.
Yeah.
Just movement speed.
Then I'm gonna take shelter behind the wolf body in case somebody want to throw
Okay.
a spell
So
at
yeah,
me.
the wolf definitely landed where you could go behind it, and all of the other combatants would be on the other side of it. So you've got tree line behind you, wolf in front of you.
Is it big
And
enough to
goblin in
have
front
like
of me.
full cover or half cover?
We'll call it half cover.
All right. There's also 3/4.
Ooh.
Call it half cover. He's not that big. You're a tall man.
All right.
Boopity boop boop. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's a kill under Jack's belt. It is that goblin's turn. He's going to stand up and he's going to try and run over and stab you with a couple of daggers.
Okay. Does my attack on him? No, wait. Never mind. Yeah.
So 19 hit
Yep.
with the dagger, and he's got 2 of them, and he can use them as bonus action. He can use one as a bonus action because they're finessey.
Mm-hmm.
11
Because they're light.
light. Excuse me.
11 damage.
11 to hit on the
Oh
second
no.
one. Okay.
I was about to say, how do you do 11 damage with a dagger?
For about 9 damage, he rolled some high dagger damage. Or no, he only hit you once
Yeah.
with one. Sorry. So
I was wondering what
6
he
damage.
was. 6.
Yep. 6 damn do. So that goblin does 6 damage. The other goblin that is on the wolf, where's the last? He went and tried to attack Blackfang, I believe. So he is going to extend past Blackfang, and he's going straight for Argnon, who lays on the ground bleeding. Argnon is prone. He is on the ground, so this wolf will have advantage on what the goblin wants it to do, and he's not going to need it because the wolf is going to bite Argnon, and it is a very slim chance he will survive this, sadly. Yep, he barely died. It was just enough, but so Argnon is laying on the ground, and as he turns around, he shouts for his guards, and he's looking towards Grim and towards towards Arlo, and he says, he's looking, and as he sees the wolf coming, as he's trying to get away, he learns right before his death, he says, "I'm sorry if I seemed a coward. I just wanted to keep more people from dying." And the wolf comes and rips out his throat as the wolf passes by, and blood
Yeah, he won't need
shoots
that.
out. And as he was kind of turned around, he flops to the ground, and Argnon is dead. As he was reaching out a hand towards the 2 of you, and he fell down dead.
Oh, no, indeed.
And whenever Blackfang sees this, he turns and says, "Argnon, you will all die!" And he gets even more upset at this point. Because he's not used to making new friends.
He should get out more.
Yeah,
I'm not used to seeing someone as tall as him.
true. Okay, so now it's the Orc Mage's turn. That was on fire with Blackfang in front of him. He is going to use Flame Blade on Blackfang. Blackfang. That is the one that we just did. He's going to roll a spell melee attack thingy against Blackfang's AC. This is not going to hit. So this fiery orc produces a fiery blade that he swings at Blackfang, but this is just whiff city over here. Blackfang he's able to take the hilt or the handle of his axe and push it up towards the blade. And as the blade comes down, instead of colliding with his body, it hits the handle and kind of passes around it, and sparks and like slag fly onto Blackfang's face, but it doesn't hurt him.
It's a cool visual.
I like it. And it's
It's
nighttime,
stinky.
so it all looks cool. Orc Mage number 2, the one over there back by Brice, by Jack Law, is going to step forward towards him, and in doing so, how long does Booming Blade last?
Till the end of my next turn.
It's too late. Booming Blade will not be used on this one.
Yeah.
So he's unbooming bladed. He's going to walk towards you, and finally he's going to try to use Flame Blade on you as well.
Okay.
Will 18 hit?
No. Because I'm behind cover, so it adds.
Yeah, so he moves towards the wolf. So he goes to swipe at you. That's not just with ranged weapons?
Is it just ranged?
What?
Cover?
Is he can he just attack over the cover?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he kind of. It's because it's melee. So.
Then it hits me.
All right, that will hit you. That's the only reason. I'm not trying to kill you or anything. I just
Well, you about to.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, might be about to. So 6 damage or 8 damage to you.
I use my reaction uncanny dodge to half that damage because that would have been enough to kill me.
Nice. So you're able to. You're behind the wolf taking cover, and he like puts a foot on the wolf's dead body and swings the flame blade down at you, and you're able to like kick out from the wolf and slide from behind it, and he swipes and he gets it across your 2 thighs as
knocking
you go
the
by.
goblin over.
But yeah, he passes back. Yeah, because the goblin is standing nearby as well. So
Do I have it? I gave y'all both the healing potions we got.
They weren't healing potions, they were anti-venom potions.
No, you got healing potions as well.
I have 2 healing potions I made when we made camp after coming over the bridge.
it is true.
Oh, did you give us some?
I do not.
Because I don't need them.
No, you didn't, because I don't have any.
Well, I'm still hanging on to them. I got some.
I didn't write it down.
The final orc mage is going
Y'all
to...
gonna have a jack statue to deal with in about 1 minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you turned to stone.
Yeah, the orc mage that shot at you last time with the scorching rays is going to turn his attention towards Blackfang, and he's going to fire scorching rays at Blackfang. That's not going to hit. That is going to hit, and that's not going to hit. So he's going to hit him with 1 scorching ray, and the scorching ray does 2d6. So that's 9 damage to Blackfang.
Nobody has missed me entirely yet.
Yeah, bad times are back.
Well, you're
there.
like right up in the weeds, so to speak.
You are in the weeds. So Blackfang takes a scorching ray to the chest, and smoke comes as some of his fur and some of the fur on his hide armor burns off as he shouts in pain.
Well, with 4 people attacking from the other side, I didn't think they'd send a goblin, a wolf, 3 mages, and 2 orc soldiers after the one guy at the back.
All these people are bad news.
Tough looking guy.
You also were just the first. The way the turns worked out is that you were the first attacker, so they were the first thing that anybody noticed.
Yeah.
Grim, your turn, sir.
Did Argnon make it
I don't like going first.
20 feet more in his last turn?
Yeah, we'll say he moved. Well, no, his last turn was at 20 feet, and then he died.
Oh, he died on that. Okay, yeah, duh, obviously.
He is dead.
So he's...
D-E-D.
how far away is he from me?
If he went 20 feet back, you were 60 feet away. 40 feet?
I'm 30 feet. I guess 60 feet away from him, 30 feet from those orcs. Okay, I'm going to move up to the orcs. Just
Okay.
kind of like straight line for him,
Yeah.
so however many. And I'm going to use my action to do Necrotic Shroud. So
Nice.
every orc within 10 feet of me needs to make a Wisdom saving throw or become frightened.
We'll just call it that those 6 orcs that were attacking you all have to make the saving throw.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I figured. I just didn't know how many of those were in 10 feet.
So what do I need to do, or you want to do your turn, the rest of it, before I do this?
Yeah, we can just do it that way. Bonus action. Is that mage that attacked Blackfang still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to attack him with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That is a grand old 19 to hit.
A 19? Yeah, that'll hit.
He takes 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, so your blade again attacks him. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
I just made it look like that giant hammer I used to have.
And how many damage?
It's
5, you said. Okay, sorry. It looked like the hammer you used to have.
Yep.
So you knock him again with the hammer, and he just like you can hear the bones in his body cracking as you do this, and the flame engulfs the hammer as it hits.
Then
What?
I just rolled something to recharge my Necrotic Shroud.
Okay, cool.
That's my turn.
So Grim explodes into his dark form, his skeletal wings, his black pools of eye black. His eyes become black pools, his skin becomes pale, and you can see the dark magic coursing through his veins underneath.
Yep.
And all these orcs are going to roll wisdom saving throws.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have rolled for the group. That's usually, I think, kind of how we happen to do with these effects or individuals. Okay, never
No,
mind.
you roll individually for each
Okay,
one.
so one orc. I'll see how many orcs are afraid. What do I have to beat?
14.
Okay. They're all afraid.
Okay, alright. Frightened.
Yeah.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within its line of sight.
Boy.
And the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of fear.
Okay. So they can't really move to you or Arlo at this point.
Yeah, and they have disadvantage on everything while I'm in sight. Well,
Okay.
no, not ability checks and attack rolls, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So
pretty much
Grim,
everything.
the
Yeah.
orcs say, "What on earth is going on here? What is this demon?" And as they were like headed towards you, they all like just stop in their tracks and they're like standing there shaking. They don't move backwards, but they don't move towards you. It's
So I
Bones'
forget,
turn.
you have 2 giant vultures over your shoulders, too.
It's
And-
Bones'
and the
turn,
wolf.
by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't done the orc turn.
That's a 16 to hit the orc midge.
Oh, for Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that.
7 damage.
So
Wait, no. 5 damage.
doesn't matter. So the after taking such a beating, this orc mage that was trying to broker you guys being turned over for being killed and all, after taking so much whiffing times, an arrow from a skeleton knoll flies through the air and just plants itself into his left eye, sliding all the way through. And as Blackfang readies for another swipe, after blocking the flame blade, he readies for another hit. The orc gets the arrow and falls dead in front of him, staring into the night sky, dead. And Bones has a kill under his belt.
Nice.
So for the record, that is Jack, 1 wolf, Bones, 1 orc mage. And that'll be the end of Bones' turn, I assume.
He's gonna move closer. He's gonna move 30 feet up.
Okay, so the orcs are all going to begin inching backwards. They're all scared. They're all, "What are we going to do? We've not been trying to kill demons." And they begin to inch backwards, and that's really all they're going to do for this turn. Arlo.
Okay. The vultures had the greater speed, so I'm going to give them the first shot.
Okay.
I'm going to send them over to where the jack attack is happening.
Okay.
I'm about to abandon that place, and you can send them.
There's one mage that just attacked you, right? He's still in the fight?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll have them go and attack
over
him.
you.
He didn't attack me.
He did. He's the reason. He's the one you pushed away from.
I thought that was the soldier.
No, the
Flame blade.
mage flame bladed you.
Oh.
That's what almost killed you.
Crossed them thighs. Vultures get multi-attack, and I've got 2 of them, so we might be here a second.
Arlo, before you take your turn, there are 4 more orcs that have to act. Sorry. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
And how?
Let's go kill Ramon.
And it's what? Who all had to make the saving throw for your scary thing?
The 6 that were within 10 feet of me.
Within 10 feet. That's it. Okay. So Jack, there are 2 soldiers over there. They consider that your homeboy or the mage has got you under control. They don't consider you a threat anymore. They are moving back towards the rest of the action. They're going to go over there towards the other orcs who are standing afraid of the demon fellow. But they are not afraid because they are now entering into that kind of space. They're not within 10 feet yet, but they're moving that way. And then the 2 orcs that are over there by Argnon and Blackfang, they were to either side of the orc mage that just died, and they are going to both try to attack that Blackfang. One of them is going to hit him with his great axe for 7 damage. So Blackfang is beginning to bleed. Blackfang is beginning to feel this battle a little bit. And Arlo, now it is your turn, sir.
Woo! Alright, I am sending the 2 vultures towards the mage that was on top of Jack.
Sure.
They both get a multi-attack with beak and talons, so that's a 10 to hit with 1 with the beak.
That will not do.
16 to hit with the talons.
That will do.
Okay, so that's going to do 10 damage.
The old beacon talons.
Okay, nice.
Alright, and then the second one's going in, same thing.
Alright, so the talons, he goes by and just scrapes his talons along the back of this orc mage, all the way up his back and opens his back wide open, and there's blood everywhere.
Love it. So, second one going in, and these guys, 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Barely.
So that one will go back to beat. Attack is 6 damage with the
Okay.
beak. And
Another one pecks at this orc mage and like rips a hunk of his flesh off of the back of his neck.
And then raking with the talons, 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sweet. I love my big birdie. 10 damage.
All right, so this final vulture, as he
10 damage.
10 damage.
Jeez.
they're giant.
These are like Lord of the Rings, like giant eagle-sized vultures.
That's amazing. I'm not going to question it. Pretty cool visual. So the talons come up, scratch the first one, and then the second one, the talons stick into the beak takes a hunk out of the orc mage's shoulder, and then the final, as you think Jack, as you look up at this great bird that's attacking the orc mage, as you think that he's done with his attack, he flies up just above the orc mage's head and puts one talon on his head and just sinks its claws into the orc mage's head, and that orc mage is dead, and it flies up and kicks the orc mage's body into the forest. Flops him dead. Orc mage dead, saved by a vulture. Jack Law.
And then I'm going to make my move.
How close are you to me? Yeah, how close are you to me?
Am I to you?
Yeah.
I'm on the other side of the battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm like right behind where Grim is at.
He's a ways off.
So I'm just going to run into the pile of, it was orcs, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That are now a little bit
They're all
frightened,
orcs.
afraid. And I am going to just bite the nearest one. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that will do.
With advantage?
Yeah, I get it. Wait.
I'm not within
No,
5
not
feet.
with advantage. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were like 10 feet away from it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, that was the hit. And then I got 10 damage on the bite.
Okay. All right. So you bite a big old hunk out of one of their legs.
Yep. And then can I use the rest of my movement speed just to get closer toward where Blackfang and Jack are? I got 50 feet of movement, so I'm not sure. It's like 10 feet behind where Grim is, so that was 20.
And you
Get
have
into the
50
group.
feet?
So another 30 feet closer towards where they are.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can get over there.
Sweet. All right.
You can get over there. Easy
Wait, where are you
peasy.
going?
I'm hanging out at the top of the hill where you and Blackfang are. So like the main,
I'm not near them.
yeah, like the main group at the top.
Oh, okay.
Because there were 6 that came down.
So are
this
you
way.
like getting into the thick of battle?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Why?
I was about. It doesn't matter. I can't tell you.
Yeah. So the
good.
battle's going on, and Arlo has shot into there as a wolf.
Did 10 damage to one and just kept sailing on.
And his vultures killed an orc mage. And on the horizon, or back towards town, coming out of the woods, you all turn and you can see 2 gnolls shooting out of the woods and running towards you all, shouting, "Master Blackfang, we are here to serve you. We will kill as you request." As they run, they're sprinting towards you. And
That's both terrifying and reassuring.
yeah. So they're shooting towards you, and before we leave this episode on a cliffhanger, and I don't like stopping in the middle of combat, but we're going to have to this time. You hear in the forest, even farther behind them, you hear some shaking, and you see the trees moving back and forth,
It's Briar!
and you can hear you can hear heavy-footed stomping moving your way. What is that noise? Will the gang survive? Are there reinforcements? Is anyone else going to try to kill them? Will they kill anybody else? All questions that will be answered in the next episode of Dungeon Boys. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. If you really did, please be sure to write us a review on iTunes. We would love that. That would be great. Thank you so much for listening. Again, please follow us on Twitter at Tank Media Games. And remember, we love you very much.